Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of What's in Theaters, a show where we talk about movies, movie news, and do some trailer reactions. So, one of the, for me, one of the biggest pleasant surprise films of 2012 with Dredd, with Carl Urban. This film far exceeded any expectations I had. This film was violent and didn't give a crap. It showed blood, it showed violence, it showed gun action, it had all the adult language, and it was one of the films at the time, even just in general, the rare film that did 3D right and also did a lot of slow motion right. It's just because 3D for me is a little bit of a gimmick. It's like, I really don't need it. It was good in Avatar and it was good in Dredd, and after that I was like, eh. And I just started skipping the 3D showings. But any news on Dredd? Well, let's see. Carl Urban recently discussed his possible involvement in the long gestating Dredd TV series. The Kiwi actor gave an open-ended response when asked whether he'll once again don the futuristic lawman's iconic helmet in Dredd Mega City 1 during an interview with The Guardian. Regardless of whether I'm involved with the show, I think it's such a wonderful property. He's a Judge Dredd co-creator John Wagner and his entire staff of writers and illustrators have created so many wonderful stories that I personally, as a fan of Dredd, would love to see. I can't wait to see what they do with it. I hope they make now Dredd the show, unless it's streaming. If they do, I want them to make another movie, because this, oh man, this movie was just such a treat, such a pleasant surprise. Now, if they do a show, I hope it's streaming and not network, because if it's streaming, it's like, okay, we can go with the violence. And if they do it on Netflix, cool. Because, Netflix are like, greenlit this and greenlit that, and, budget, budget, budget. We don't care about money. And then their stock price went to shit in a handbasket. But, and what an amazing, amazing film. But the reason I'm probably going to a show and a movie is because of this. It had, was about a $50 million budget. Worldwide made 41 million. Now, when you factor in 50 million plus marketing, let's say 20 million for this. So let's say 75 million. Oh, no. You know what? Let's say 25 million. Let's make a nice 75 million. Well, you understand that the theaters keep about 1/3 of the box office. So that 75 goes down to like a $50 million total again. So it lost almost $10 million. Now, that's not what you want to see. So, sorry if you heard that. I hope we get something with this. Because to me, this in some weird way was like the spiritual sequel successor to RoboCop. Because if you saw RoboCop 2014, that movie was shit. I had little expectations. The opening scene of RoboCop, the remake, not the original, of the remake was promising, and then just went to crap. But this just gave me like old school RoboCop vibes, where it's like violence and language and satire. Don't give a fuck. Oh man, this movie is so good, so good. So if they can't make a movie, I hope they make the show, because Carl Urban did a fantastic job. It's growly. You only see this part of him, but the stubble, the attitude, the no nonsense vibes. It was fantastic. So I hope we see something. I hope we see something. Anyway, short video, but comment down in the section below. Let me know your thoughts, and as always, take care and take it easy.